Hello, Instagram, and I welcome to my Insta family. Today, I thought to come live because I wanted to share with you a journey of a 16 years old girl. कैसे वो इतनी सी एज में एक सर्टिफाइड लाइफ कोच बनी, एक बुक की ऑथर है, लॉयन हार्टेड सोल, and how she is managing her school and coaching both, how she is inspiring other women and teenagers to become aware about their life, to create the vision. So I really wanted to welcome Gargi Arya. She's just 16 years old and she's a certified life coach. So let's welcome her. Let's wait for her to join in, and then we will have a fantastic chat with her. And I'm really happy that when I asked her that, Gargi, will you come live on my platform? She was, yes, 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 ज़रूर आऊँगी मैम मैं. So इतनी सी उम्र में ये झील देखने को बहुत कम मिलती है. And that is the reason I wanted her today. So she is here. Hi Gargi, you please send me, wait, send me the request so that I can take you in. Gargi, you need to send me the request. Hello, Kashish. Yeah. Yeah, Gargi, I have accepted it. So I was super excited to talk this 16 years old girl. How she's doing amazing. Hi,
Hello.
Gargi.
Hi.
How are you, darling?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. And to be very honest, Gargi, I was telling everyone that 16 years की उम्र में ये छोटा पैकेट इतना बड़ा धमाका कैसे कर रही है. She's a certified life coach. She's an author. I have already shared with the Insta family. So Gargi, I really I love you and I want to appreciate you because I have a 14 years old son. एंड गार्गी, जब मैं आपको देखती हूँ तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है इतनी सी उम्र में तुम्हारे दिमाग में ये सब कैसे आया कि यू हैव टू बिकम अ कोच, यू हैव टू हेल्प अदर्स. So, Gargi, I just want that I would be taking questions, but before that, I really want to give you a virtual hug. That you're so sweet. That at this age, इतना सोचना, you know, when I was of your age, कभी ऐसा सोचा ही नहीं था कि ये सब हो सकता है. And when I observe, when I watch the youngsters right now, I hardly see that spark which you have, because I have attended CC with you in the same tribe. So the level of questions you used to ask, the level of hard work she used to do, it's mind blowing. So
Thank you.
Gargi, my first question to you is that how this thought process came to your mind, and at what age? I remember, I think you were 14, 15, but when it popped up, and how you decided to become a life coach.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come here. And hi everyone who all is joining. Great to have you here. Just one thing I want to mention, that you are not here only for us, but you are also here for your own growth. So kudos to you.
Very
So,
good.
getting back to your question, that how did my journey start? So basically, I never had a dream to become a motivational speaker. I never had a dream to, become a life coach. But it all came in COVID pandemic. So during COVID, I was actually in depression. Not because of, I was in depression because I lost someone I loved. Not because of death, but because of some ego clashes in our family. And when someone is close to your heart, it's very hard to let that person go.
Correct.
And that one instance was the disaster in my life, which I began on a journey where I started asking God that why did you do this with me? Why did you do this with me? When no one was at home, I used to cry a lot, scream, shout, all the things used to happen. And I was just angry that I am such a kind person. I never hurt anyone intentionally. Then why did this disaster come in my life? All of us, whenever we are faced by a challenge, we start asking these questions, and so was I was completely lost, completely broken. I was not even knowing, like I was a walking talking zombie, smiling from outside, but inside I was completely shattered by the things which were going around me. But one day, everything has a level, everything has a limit. So one day that limit crossed, and I told myself that, Gargi, are you going to live your life the same way? Do you want your life to be always dark? Do you want your life to be always sad? And my biggest answer was no, that I don't want to live this kind of life, this kind of depressed life where I'm not even happy, where I'm not even liking my own self. And that was the day when I, started to take 100% responsibility of my life. I started taking charge of my life. I told myself that if I can't change someone else, that doesn't mean I can't change my own life.
Correct.
And this thought process, it was that motivation. I began on this journey for my own upliftment, that I become a better person. I am able to overcome this negativity and depression. But I didn't even know when this journey turned into a mission for me to help other people who are struggling with the same things. So
sweet.
this is how the journey began.
Gargi, do you know, when you're speaking, I don't feel like I'm talking to a 16-year-old life coach. I observe, and you know that I was in a school. Recently, I have resigned. But Gargi, when I see 14, 15, 16 years old people and the children around me, so much maturity, how you thought and how it came. Trust me, you are an angel. Otherwise, thinking at this age that I have to take the responsibility. See, as a life coach, I meet so many people on one-on-one. People are not ready to take their responsibility. They completely blame. So Gargi, at this age, it would be so difficult, because I'm sure for your learning to become a life coach, certified to write a book, you must have invested time, energy, and money a lot in you. Correct?
Yes.
Now, how did you, how did you gain the confidence of your parents in this journey? How did they said yes to go ahead? Because when hi Senthil, Gargi, before we answer the second question, let us welcome everyone, those who are joining right now. She is 16 years old, Gargi Arya, certified life coach, author of the book Lion Hearted Soul. She's on a mission to help teenagers and women to create a life of purpose. So it was my really desire from inside to call Gargi on my platform, so that all the youngsters understand, not at the age of 40 or 30 or 50, that there is calling. If it is your calling, and if you become aware about it, it can be done at the age of 15, 16 also. So Gargi, I'm definitely going to show this to my son also, and he is 14. So great, Gargi, inspiration, and know her well. Yes, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Gargi, I know people are going to share a lot of love and blessings to you, because Gargi, I have seen the amount of hard work you do, and trust me, she never blamed anyone. In our tribe also, because we both have done the certification from the same group, and she was always ready with the questions. हम कई बार सोचते थे, ये इतने छोटे से पैकेट में इतने बड़े-बड़े क्वेश्चंस कैसे आ जाते हैं? So Gargi, did your parents trust you, and they was ready to invest so much in you?
Okay, so from childhood, my parents have always been supportive. But everything has a time when you need to believe in yourself for others to believe in you. So my parents have always supported me, believed in me. But when I told them of life coach career, because it's a new industry, they were like, what is a life coach, who is a life coach, what do they do? And like my parents had a doubt whether this field will have a scope or not,
Yes,
whether
yes.
this career has a scope in future or not. And that's the obvious question that someone can have.
Of
So
course.
at that point of time, I was planting the seeds that, through my hard work, through my commitment to help other people, my parents also started to understand that this is what a life coach does, and they started to get deeper and deeper. I used to show them the Success Gyan webinars also, so they can trust more on these, coaches and trainers. They had a word with our mentor also, Pooja ma'am. So she also made them believe that yes, this is possible. So if I talk to one solution, in the beginning, they were a little confused whether this will have scope or not. But today, if I talk about, they are completely supporting me in everything that I do. But the only thing they want from me is, like, if I'm able to keep a balance between my studies and my professional life, then I can continue with this work. So that becomes my motivation to, keep a balance between.
Gargi, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, but you're
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, so like I was talking about the same thing, that earlier it was a little difficult, but today it's like they believe in me.
Amazing, Gargi, because I have seen women continuously talking about work-life balance, work-life balance. But at 16 years, you're talking, darling, that I am able to manage my studies also and my life coaching also. So kudos to you. And I really want everyone to listen to this webinar because we have so much in our mind.
Yes.
We have so much in our mind that how can I manage my personal life, how will be I take care of my family, my spouse, my children, my profession. And at this age I understand, sitting for 12th board exam, 10th board exam, having a life coaching business, taking live sessions, webinars, creating reels, it's so much, Gargi. So Gargi, first of all, I really want everyone to share a heart emoji in the comment box for Gargi. Please go ahead, everyone, because if she can do wonders in 16 years, I'm sure by the time she reaches my age, I don't know what she's going to do. So Gargi, I'm super proud of you. Gargi, now
Thank you. Means a
very
lot.
yeah, Gargi, one more very important question. Uh, how many times your resistance speaks to you from inside? How many times it happens? Like if it is a board exam and you have planned a webinar. Now, how do you try to make your mind shut at that time? Because I know, for example, if I'm planning a webinar and still I have an important work at my home or at my workplace, then your mind stops you. So Gargi, how do you overcome this? How do you ask your resistance to shut?
Yes. So, like one of the biggest resistances that I have before getting on live sessions is laziness. So before I come live every single time, my resistance always speaks to me in this language. Why do I have to do this? Why every single day do I have to make reels? Why every single day do I have to post YouTube videos? Why every single day do I have to attend to the sessions, or either speak or attend the sessions? So laziness is one of the biggest resistances which I have whenever I am coming live. And one more thing, like when you have to come live, the professional clothes, everything, eyeliner, vagera, all these things are a part of it. So before going live before coming here with you also, I was confused whether should I do this, whether should I wear this, or should I come in simple clothes. All these resistances. So this is one of the biggest resistance. Next resistance is isolation. Because when you are trying to steal time from other people, you have a space or a time where you need to spend time with your own self.
Correct.
And sometimes it becomes a little difficult. Sometimes it becomes a little, you get the feelings of loneliness. So that is one of the resistance that I faced, and still today, not to that much extent, but yes, some part of it I have. The next resistance which I face whenever I am doing these sessions is, earlier when I started, fear of rejection and fear of, this word of
Yeah.
judgment. What will
Correct.
other people think of me? Because I remember the first time I made a video, rather than receiving a positive comment, the first comment from a stranger was, it was a like really a rude comment that no one wants to listen to you, little motivational speaker. You go drink milk and sleep. This was the first comment on my first video. At that point of time, I felt a little bit, bad. But after that, if you talk about me today, how do I feel or how do I respond to that comment is, it's great that it happened because it taught me on how to deal with the people who criticize you.
Correct.
Because we have seen that success is not when you achieve all your goals. You become successful when some people, they start hating you, or in other words, they don't like you, the way you work, the way you operate in life. So if someone is paying attention to you and they are criticizing you, that's a sign of success.
Success. Amazing,
So
darling. Amazing.
yes,
Really, Gargi, when I'm talking to you, I'm really feeling that I'm talking to an angel. It's so important. And why I can say this, because when I take an one-on-one coaching of 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, so much resistance they have. Correct, Gargi? But at this age, the way you have explained, the way you are coming up with the words, this shows that lots of work you have done on yourself. So, Gargi, I'm not getting words. How should I appreciate you? You are angel, you're God's child, everything you have, So, really, you are wonderful. Gargi, one most important thing I want to ask you. You might be having friends of your same age, correct?
yes,
Yes, and seeing you growing, becoming a life coach. I know you have now academy also, where you're training people to become coach. So, Gargi, are you able to handle this peer pressure? They might be saying, you are Gargi, let's go to watch a movie, leave some, let's go for a night stay, let's party, it's birthday time. So how do you manage this? Because I understand at this age, friendship is also very important.
yes,
Correct. I
yes, yes.
completely understand. So, how do you maintain this? Have you ever lost any friend because of this attitude, or because you said that no, I prefer my work rather than this friend? Why I'm asking you this question? Because you know that women are people pleaser many a time. Correct. So, at 16 years of age, you're saying no, and you're prioritizing your work. So, how do you handle this pressure?
Okay, so nice question. So basically, I am good in actually, setting boundaries. So if there is any plan that we have of going together, if I'm not available, I say to them that, you know what, I have this. If you want me to go somewhere next time, please inform me in advance because I need to plan accordingly. And I think right now, I have the best friends that one can ever have because they are the ones who always support me. They make me laugh. They are always there for me. So I just want to give them a shout out for, being my best friends because I've always got the positive vibe. And one of the things that I started to realize is, earlier the friends whom I didn't get the respect from, they have started to respect me because of the work that I do. So I think that is one of the biggest achievement in this process of becoming that kind of person, from where you can get the respect and wishes from the people or friends you don't even expect from.
Yeah.
So my friends, they are also very supportive.
Superb, superb. Gargi, people have certain questions, but we would be taking the questions in the later half because right now I want you to talk and share your wisdom with other people. That's very important. So, Gargi, any incidents which you want to share with the Insta family, because of course your family and my both the families are listening to this. So Gargi, as a young girl and I being a woman, I really want to share with you that in Indian society there are many times we are asked not to do certain things, correct? Not to speak in a certain way, not to wear clothes in a certain way. And why I'm telling you, because now you're 16 years, correct? So maybe you must have come across this. So now after becoming a coach, when women comes to you, when teenagers come to you, and when they ask you, because you must have not experienced so much these you should say roadblocks in your life right now. So then how do you deal such situation? How do you bring them to such space to understand this? How do you handle this? Because there might be certain questions related to in-laws, to spouse, correct? So then how do you manage that, Gargi?
Yes, so whenever I have such kind of questions, when the person is asking me, all I do is I try to understand their problem in a deep way, because let's say if they are talking about in-laws
Yeah.
or spouse, I have not experienced it that much. So I have no experience in that field, but I try to understand those problems in a deep way and
Correct.
try to find the solutions from them only. So rather than me giving it,
Gargi, are you there?
uh,
Yeah. Uh, she had some internet issues, so let her join back. So those who have joined me right now, today I am here with Gargi Arya, 16 years old life coach. She's the author of the book and she's sharing her journey with us. So I'm really happy to have Gargi on my platform, where she's sharing that in spite of 16 years, whatever resistances she had, how she has worked on that, and now she has built up a community and where she's helping others. Yeah, let us bring her back. Gargi, are you here? Yeah. So I want everyone to share the heart emojis in the chat box for Gargi, because to be very honest, at the age of 16, I never had this. I have added you, darling. Gargi, I have added you. Yeah.
yes, back. Sorry for that technology error.
I completely understand, Gargi, and I've just requested everyone to share the heart for you. And yeah, Gargi, so please go ahead if you remember the question or if you want me to
Yes,
see
yes,
so
I
many
remember.
hearts for you, Gargi.
Yes,
Wow, thank you so
thank
much,
you so much,
everyone.
everyone. So,
Yes.
like basically, I try to understand their problems in a deep way, and the one thing I want the people to understand here is I attended a course by Blair Singer. It was a 3-day program. I don't remember the trainer mastery program. So in that, one of the biggest things that I learned from him is education is not what they follow in formal education system, which is based on rote learning. Education is basically, it has come from the Latin word educare. And
Yes.
educare basically means that you need to pull out the information rather than put in the information in the person's head. So if the person, education means asking the right questions so that person can answer, like you can only get back the right answers from them.
Yes.
So whenever these instances are there, I try to dig that in that problem deeper and deeper and ask the right questions. So if my questions are right, they are getting answered in a right way, the person itself gets to a solution. Or the other thing that I follow is I tell them to give me some options. Like
Yes,
it's
yes.
like we lay the options and then they are going to choose what is right for them.
Amazing.
So these are the two things that I follow.
And Gargi, my question was purposely asked to you because people might be thinking she's 16 years old. She's a certified life coach. How she manages. So the way you explain that what we have education in our mind is the degrees, the formal education. But it is important as a coach, we have to deep dive into the self-inquiry of the person. We have to ask them several questions so that they only come up with the solution. And this
We
is
need
what
to keep a
balance,
balance.
right? Because we never give the solution. The solution has to come from within. So amazing,
Yes.
Gargi. I'm really astonished to see that you have really become so much wise, so much mature, and you're really helping. So, Gargi, do you have any teenagers in your tribe or in your family, in like Insta family, or everyone is adult? I just want to know because
Like,
right now you are not adult also. You're just 16 years old.
yes. So basically, I held one college student in one-to-one coaching. So that was only the teenager in my one-on-one coaching. Otherwise, if I do conduct some workshops or challenges, yes, there are teenagers, but majority of them are the adults who are like elder than me.
Yeah, because it's not about the age. It's about the
Yes,
wisdom. So finally, 16 years old, training all the adults, right, Gargi? So already
yes, right.
you have created an empowering belief. You have worked on everyone's
Mindset.
disempowering belief. Yes, mindset, a limited belief that we should be of a certain age. This can I do this at this age? So yes, she has proved. I remember she was only youngest one in our tribe. We all were almost 30 plus, 40 plus, and she was 15. I think, Gargi, that time you were 15th, right?
Yes, 15.
Yes. So she was busy giving her board exams.
Yes. I
Yeah.
joined at the time when my boards were happening.
Yeah. And to be very honest, she scored also
Yes.
great answers. So, Gargi, please do share your, of course, she will share everything. You can contact her, you can follow her.
Yes.
In the end, she's going to tell you everything. It's very important to understand that at this age, how she can have such maturity. So, go and contact her. That's really important. And
Yes.
Me at 41 years age and Gargi at 16 years age, we are trying, both of us are trying to tell you that everything is possible. Everything is figure outable also. Go and read this book from Maria
Yes.
Folio. Amazing, she has explained. So Gargi, yeah, it's soul reflection. Thank you so much for sharing. It's Gargi Arya 2007. Correct, Gargi? Is it so?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
So sweet of you. Thank you, it's Soul,
Thank
to
you.
share that. And Gargi, you can share all the social media handles after the session right now. You please tell so that people can follow you. Okay. So finally, Gargi, my next question to you is that what's your vision now? Like already you have started. When people talk about their why, when people talk about their purpose. So finally, what is your envision? What do you have how you
Yes.
have created future in your mind?
Okay. So if I talk about the vision, it's basically I want to create the biggest community of trainers and coaches and the women tribe so that I can help both. So basically, I work with two people. First is women, which are so I am the founder of something called Enlightened Warriors Hub. Under this, I have two branches, Dream by Design Academy, which is only for the people who want to work on their mindset. Majority of them are women. And the next is Expert Excellence Academy, which is for trainers and coaches, where I help them to, like turn their knowledge into a systemized curriculum so that they can help more and more people. So the vision for me is that I am able to create both the communities to such an extent that they become bigger. And when you start, it starts with one person, but later when other people join in the revolution, they create the ripple effect in the whole world.
Correct.
So that is going to be my vision, not only me who is starting this revolution, but rather the community members are doing the revolution, because I am trying to work on their mindset more and more. Because if you want to change the world, or forget about the world, if you want to change your life, you need to change your mind. Once you change your mind, you change your life, and if you change your life, you change someone else's life, and if their life is changed, the ripple effect is keep on going. It is going on, and one day will come when this world will become a better place. So that is one of the biggest visions that I have. And another thing is, like, every single day, I'm already working on both the academies. I'm already working on YouTube, Instagram, so I can reach to more and more people to spread the message that I have.
Yeah, so much hard work is required, Gargi. I know. It's like finally I have given up my job to finally become a full time, and you are studying also. So I can completely understand. It's so difficult. Whenever, even if you are not in the mood, you have to get up. You have to create the content. You have to create the videos, the reels, and I'm sure that it's you who is doing at such a young age. Correct. So kudos to you. So Gargi, there is one question. Of course, everyone, those who have questions, please write it down, and she will definitely take those questions. But before that, Gargi, Ritz1602 is asking, do not have any friends and feel lonely. How can I overcome with it?
She's my friend only. So, like, if you want to overcome loneliness, I think the best thing is, if you can't make a friend, become your best friend. When you become your best friend, other people will become your own friends. So, when maybe the energy level that you are playing at is not sufficient enough for others to become your friend, and the energy level is only because you are feeling lonely. And loneliness only comes when you are not connected with your own self.
Correct.
So you need to first make a connection with yourself. I remember the biggest way I overcame my depression was, first I started loving myself. I started accepting the way I was, the way my habits were, all the things, every single day doing some kind of self-love act. Or every single day just doing the mirror exercise, standing in front of the mirror, saying I love you to your own self. In the early times, when you start doing it, it will become like you will feel a little bit, ye kya ho raha hai? Why am I saying I love you to my own self? You will not feel it real. But when you do something from the heart, always remember that it will, if you are doing it from your heart, if you are putting your efforts every single day with consistency, one day will come when that I love you will feel real. That yes, I love myself. Yes, I am bigger than the person I am today. So I'm able to share this because I've already experienced what you are going through. So first is, form a connection with your own self. Focus, rather than focusing on making friends, first focus on becoming your own best friend. Because when you do, you will have automatically a lot of friends.
Correct.
So that is my tip.
Amazing, Gargi, and already she's having friend like you. So please go and contact Gargi. She will help you. And so beautifully explained, Gargi, and that is what I am, a self-love coach, to make women understand how much it is important to accept yourself the way you are. But it takes lifetime to understand this. Correct?
Yes.
So there's Shireen Sheikh, she's asking, but that's your passion. So you are energetic all time. So maybe Shireen, are you asking that still how she keeps herself energetic all the time? Is that your question? Can you please specify your question properly? Please go ahead, Shireen. Let me check. Is there any? Okay, Gargi, people are asking for your website and your Insta. Let us see. Is there any other question? Yeah, your friend is asking one more question. How can I invest time for my future career?
Okay, how can I invest my time for future career? First is, every single day, have one specific hour where you feel you are free and you can you are highest in your energy. So most of my ideas, they come in morning. So in morning after I wake up, my productivity hours are those things, because that is the time when my creativity comes. So if I'm able to spend some time in the morning creating what I want, or any webinars I want to do, any new stuff I want to launch, so that is my creativity hour. So first is find your own creativity hour. What is that? Are you more creative in morning? Are you more creative in afternoon or evening? What is that time? Second is specify what do you want to become in your future. Like if you are asking, I know maybe you have some clarity already. The next is this, and the third is start to follow the people in that space. So whatever your career is, like I am a life coach, I am a motivational speaker, Meenal ma'am is a life coach. We both follow the coaches and trainers, so that we and the people we admire to become. So you can also have such kind of role models. Every single day if your energy goes down, these role models will always be there to uplift you. Whenever I am down, I am inspired by Pooja ma'am's energy. I am inspired by Success Gyan's speaker's energy. So that is my way of getting back. So I hope it helps.
Yes, Gargi, definitely it's going to help. And so sweet. So, in such a simple manner, she has explained how to bring back those energy and how to stay focused. So, Shireen is saying, no, I'm saying the reason for her energy is because she loves what she does. Yes, absolutely. And she shared it very clearly that she was into depression, she was into trauma, she was into isolation. And from her pain, she got that wow. From that pain, she got that why. So everyone, those who are in pain, you have to tell your mind that my gift is hidden in this pain. And that is 100% sure. So Shireen, please go, get up, check, take the responsibility for your own life, get up and start taking the decisions. There will be the day where you will come and you will share your success story.
Yes.
So it is like that.
Pain leads you to growth.
100%. But we have this thought process, like Gargi beautifully said, that I used to tell God, God, why to me? And this was me also, Gargi. I used to always say, why it has happened to me? But then slowly and gradually, that pain turned into pleasure, or you can say the gift. Correct? Or blessings. So, Gargi, what is your life mantra?
Life mantra. It is like commitment, staying committed. Yes. Another is your message, your message. Apart from it, one of the things that I follow is commitment does not go on the mood. If you have said something, that means you need to do it. So that is the life mantra.
Superb. And thank you, Rai, Soni, Neha. Yes, your message is your message. Absolutely right. And here is the space where we become and we come into the victim zone. But we have to come out. Correct? So, Gargi, from my side, I have asked you everything. I have tried to bring everything best inside you for past of 30 to 40 minutes. But Gargi, anything specific which you really want to share with our families, like Insta family of Meenal and Insta family of Gargi? You are free to speak, Gargi. Whatever you want to ask, just go ahead and ask. I want to give you this space to share, because I know there are so many women in my tribe and in your tribe. They have so many doubts how to start, how to do, when to do. So they should know there is never a right time. If you have thought, you have to start right now. Correct? Yes. So Gargi, please go ahead and share whatever you want to share now.
Yes. So the one message that I want to share is, for your dream to come true, you only need these two things: willingness to change your life, and second is hard work. Working hard and in a smart way. So working efficiently. If you have these two, if suppose you have a dream, that means what you need to do is you need a willingness to go after it no matter whatever happens in your life, no matter whether it is a good day or a bad day, you still need to show up. We can, like, you can also feel that it's not easy to show up every single day. Life is also showing up in our cases. If you are experiencing a bad day, it's not that coaches and trainers don't experience a bad day. We also have days when we have, the lowest energy, but the only difference between a coach and an ordinary person is, or rather an extraordinary person and an ordinary person is, they know how to bring them back on track. If you are someone who wants to become an extraordinary person, and I know you have that dream, all you need is just the willingness to show up. Because believe me, even if you show up, God is watching, people are watching you, and if that motivation is coming from internal, internally it is coming from, that becomes your inspiration to go on that path.
Yes.
So I think these two things matter the most. First is your ability to show up, and second is your commitment or willingness to change your life.
So Gargi, from my side, this heart is for you. And Shireen is saying, what if I was this, I used to love myself, my best friend, but after an incident, I started hating myself. मैं खुद एक counselor थी in school. Of course, Shireen, we both are holding that space, but now you have to understand that you have to take that responsibility and you have to find out what is that message which God is trying to tell you. Because everyone on this planet had some incident in their life which definitely brought them to a certain space where they felt that everything is over now. But when we feel that everything is over, there is the time where you have to change your mindset and understand, oh, this is not over. This is the beginning of something new. Okay, darling Shireen. So I hope it will help you a lot to understand. And you can definitely take help from any coach, whosoever is available to you. Gargi, what's the message for girls of your age group who have a lot of mental health issues or inner traumas? Go ahead, Gargi.
Yes. My simple advice is love yourself. Because most of us, we don't love ourselves. The problem, Shirin Shaikh, she also asked that what if I was like this, I used to love myself, something happened, I started hating myself. In every case of our life, what majority of us feel is, what, if someone has left me, if something bad has happened, the problem is only me. Or the problem is only in me. But what we fail to understand is there is a reason behind it. If you don't believe in that reason, that if you don't believe in this philosophy that every mess has a message, forget about it. At least start to notice that you are not always the problem. If someone has rejected you, if someone has left you, if someone has did anything to you, you are not always the problem. The person maybe is having some problems and they are not even connected with you. So that is one of the things, and a majority of girls and women, they feel that the problem is only me. You know what? The problem is only me. So I think the better, if you change this mindset of the problem is only me to a statement like, what? I accept myself the way I am. I love myself the way I am. If I know myself, I never have to justify it to anyone else. No matter whether they want to accept me or not, if I am accepting me, I know I will get the right kind of people. So that is the thing. So the simple advice is love yourself.
Yeah. And Gargi, when you're telling me again and again of self-love, so I really want to share with the whole family that I started my journey being a women-oriented coach, but slowly and gradually, after taking so many one-on-one, I realized that this is only the factor. Women don't love themselves from the core. They are not connected with whom they are. And that is why finally my niche has become self-love coaching. Gargi, because this is so much important to tell everyone that how much they should love themselves, and especially with women, the resistance inside them, the surroundings, the environment, always push them into a space where they start hating themselves. They feel that they are only the problem for every incident or every circumstances in their life. So very well said, Gargi. And I hope that Shireen and its soul reflection will definitely agree with you what you said.
And
Right, Gargi?
one of the things that the women and the girls have is like all respect to boys and men also, but it's a common factor in girls that what they do is, I have to always give, and one day a time comes when you are only giving, and one day people has already taken everything from you and you are feeling hollow. That मेरे पास तो कोई है ही नहीं. You know what? Setting boundaries is the skill. You can, if you want other people to respect you, if you want other people to value you and your time, you need to make them realize that you value yourself. If you don't value yourself, किसी से कभी expect भी मत करना कि वो आपकी respect करे. This is one of the biggest lessons I have learned.
Yes, yes. And 2 days back, this was my reel. That if you expect others to love you and respect you, you have to do it for yourself. Correct? So sweet, Gargi. At the age of 16, कितना कुछ wisdom वाला बोलती हूँ. मुझे तो कोई शब्द ही नहीं समझ आते कि what should I say for you, Gargi. And I really want that every 16 years old girl or 14 years, 15 years should watch this live and understand that when Gargi at 15 years had this in her mind, please go and connect to her so that she can help you to understand how to find your why. Correct?
Yes.
So it's very important. Gargi, just share your all the social media handles here so that people can follow you. Just tell once.
Yes, all you need to do is follow me on Instagram. Instagram पे ही सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. So I'm most active on Instagram only. So just follow me there. My YouTube channel name is also Gargi Arya, but you don't have to search because when I'm uploading videos, my link is always in my Instagram stories. So all you need to do is follow on Instagram.
Yeah. So all of you, please follow her. And yes, Ankita Chaturvedi is saying that, wow, at 16 you have realized this. Hats off. Yes, that is the reason I called her today at my platform. Because
Thank you.
at age, I realized this 4 years back. But at 16, when she can realize it, to trust me. Okay, everyone's time is different. But the point is, are you really ready to become that aware? What Gargi said, are you really having that willingness? Are you really ready to put that hard work? Then sky is the limit. So, Gargi, I don't know how much thanks I should give you. Again, it's a virtual hug to you because you said yes. And it's so much important. So many people get inspired after listening to you, Gargi. I know that. And when you were with me in that same room where we were going for CC, I know like she was, when she used to ask questions, when she used to reply, when she used to do the assignments, हम देखते रहते थे, अरे यार ये इतनी सी छोटू सी सब कैसे कर लेती है. So Gargi, I'm sure your mother, father are really proud of you. And I was the most respected girl in my whole family. All were proud of me, and I did something which I did not expect from my Shireen. You need to come out from these self-negative thoughts. Okay, you have to come out. This will only help you to change the perspective and see your current situation. Okay, the way it is. So that is what I want to say. And Gargi, thank you so much for coming, for joining in. All the answers, whatever you gave was really from your heart. It was heart-to-heart connection. So thank you so much, Gargi, for joining in and saying me yes. She's so sweet. She said, yes, ma'am, I will come. So innocently she said so.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No, Gargi, it's not about opportunity. It's really, you well deserved it. And I really want to share this, that your parents, especially with your parents, that they might be feeling so blessed to have you. So, and I'm sure जो सुन रहे हैं उन सबको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि अरे 16 years में. So yes, she has put that hard work. Gargi, you look so sweet. So Gargi, God bless you. Thank you, everyone. And once again, if you really want, I will bring her back again for the live, and we will have lots of Q&As again. So thank you, Gargi, so much. God bless you.
Thank
Lots
you.
of love and blessings to you, my dear.
Thank
you
you
so much to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this live. Thank you, Ankita. She was in my list to bring her because 16 years, I know how wonderful she's doing. So thank you, Ankita. And and I don't have now words. We should end the live because it's becoming more emotional, Gargi. Yes, after seeing you, people get more inspired.
Yes.
Correct? So when she can do, when I can do, everyone listening to us can do that. Correct? Go
Yes.
ahead. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Enjoy.